Assalamu alaikum. I'm going to talk about today that why you people fail in part 3 and what's the main reason behind it. Because the main reason is that when you pass 1 and 2 and you somehow go into the part 3, start training people and start teaching people, most of you go into contract with somebody that you hire the car and then you start teaching their people, and then you've got rent to pay or the fee to pay, and when you go into this you kind of forget to know that I have to, the PDI training badge means they're giving you this to exercise your skills and try to understand and learn the logic and the skills that you will be delivering and practice. Now when you go into the contract, there's many of the things behind that. You have to pay the fees and you have to work, and we human beings, we get less time, and this job then gives you into kind of more interest that, oh okay, I can make money, I can do this, I can do this, and then you forget about your actual goal that you need to achieve and why they have given you the PDI badge. So once you go into the contract and you hire a car, you kind of forget. When you go to lesson, you go finish this, move on to the next one, move on to the next one, move on to the next one, and your mind is kind of going through a circle that you need to finish this, finish this, finish that, and you don't actually get into the actual logic of the part 3 core competencies, and you don't trying to put them into practical, and that's why. So if you just, when you pass 1 and 2, if you want to get in, you can buy a normal car depending on your circumstances, depending on your affordability, and then you get into it, carry on what you was doing before this job, and get that training badge fully in use to practice yourself, get your skills in. You should have a trainer that gives you the things that make sense to you and you understand, and then when you go back with your learner, you put them in practice without any other pressure. So when you have the other pressure in you, then the putting the core competencies into practical, it becomes very challenging. Now when you start doing the other job and the contract and the trying to make money for those guys, then what happens is you don't have that time frame for you don't have that time left for you to actually practice. You're just trying to do it maybe once a month, once a while, and then carry on. Oh, I'm delivering it now, I've got so many passes, I can teach, I can tell, and that's the kind of an open time frame that you're doing things. And when you get into discipline time and then they make you go into 45 time frame, then you get into trouble, and then you have that problem, because overall with every learner you've been talking so many things, and when you go into part 3, the talking, it has to be limited, it has to be according to plan, according to the challenge, according to the skills and ability, and according to the learner. So that's why the main reason, that's why I started this, and I emphasize you guys that when you want to do this and you want to get into it, don't sign into the contracts with the people and think, oh, these are the big companies and they will help us and they will train us and they're branded and they've got name and all that. Inside is खोखला है, अंदर से उसके अंदर इतना कोई वजन नहीं है इन चीज़ों के. तो आप लोग इस वजह से you get into trouble. So I emphasize you guys, I advise you guys that get the proper use of the training badge, and proper use of training badges without any contract, without any agreement with somebody else, and that's, you should have that time frame, and then you should have some kind of things that if I'm making money, I can spend those so I can invest on myself for the longer term, and then you will become somewhere closer to the pass rate. Otherwise